We appreciate you watching these Friday videos, and you're going to be particularly blessed today because we have an additional voice that you will enjoy hearing. You'll be fed deeply. So sit back, relax, and enjoy.
And finally, it was just dogging me. And finally, I just decided I'm going to look up every word, no matter if I think it's insignificant. And so finally, I came to the name of the gate. Beautiful. And to my surprise, I found that the word beautiful does not mean attractive. It doesn't mean lovely or pretty or beautiful in a physical sense. It is a word that means beautiful in a timing sense. It's a circumstantial beauty. It's the Greek word Horaios, from the Greek word ora, which means time. Horaios literally means the right time. It's only rarely translated beautiful, and only when circumstances have come together, all the right events or timing or people, all the things that need to happen for that breakthrough, for that window of opportunity to finally be seized. When all that happens at the right time, that's a Horaios, and it creates a beautiful thing. Isn't it fascinating that God in his sovereignty made sure that this gate was named beautiful, Horaios, right time? Always wondered why God, the Father, Holy Spirit, had Jesus walk by this man probably dozens, maybe a couple of hundred times, who sat at this particular gate. In his sovereignty, he not only named the gate decades before this, but he also made sure that the family, when they wanted to place this man somewhere so that he could make a living by begging, placed him at the right gate. And all Jerusalem, all of Israel, not just all of Jerusalem, all of Israel knew who he was, because at the feast, they all walked by him many times. They all knew him, and Jesus walked by him many times, so it must have come as a bit of a surprise to Peter and John when Holy Spirit suddenly said, I want you to heal this man. My first thought would have been, who am I to do this when Jesus himself didn't do it? If Jesus didn't feel led to do it, why would God want me to do it? But this was different, and they knew this is the right time. Peter, under the leadership of Holy Spirit, just grabs the man and he's instantly healed. Why did God have Jesus walk by him dozens of times? Because he was waiting for the right time, because he knew that the early church would need a miracle of this caliber that would speak to the entire nation. Everybody knew who Joe was. And now he's running through no, not this guy. He's been at the gate beautiful for 35 years. His limbs are twisted. He's never walked. God would have had to, in a fraction of a second from the time the hands met to the time he hit his feet, recreated bones, re-put ligaments in there, straightened things, did something to the brain so he would know how to run and walk instead of having to learn how. All of that would happen to happen in a fraction of a second. You can't tell me Joe is over here running through the temple and leaping and praising God. Oh yeah, it's Joe, I saw it. 5,000 people we know at least 5,000, because that's how many were saved. The whole city gathered because they all knew who it was, because God knew that at the right time, there would need to be a miracle of that caliber take place to validate their message.